I'm just going with the flow. I'm just seeing where this goes. Uh, love is love. This is just for the moment, you know. Have y'all heard those things before? When it comes to dating, people of God should not be moving like that. People of God should not even be saying things like that. People of God are supposed to be pursuing the kingdom of God, to be in alignment with God's perfect will and God's perfect plan for our lives. And we have to remember that everything we do, it not only impacts us, but it impacts others around us, and it impacts generations. And so if that is the case, then that means that we need to be pursuing God and His righteousness, His kingdom and His righteousness, trusting that everything else will be added unto us in God's perfect timing. So when it comes to dating, when it comes to singleness, and how we handle even that season, we have to be intentional because we serve an intentional God. And the Lord tells us that it is no longer us that live, but Christ who lives in us. And if Christ lives in us, then Christ will give us discernment even in relationships. So if He's giving us discernment, then we're not just going with the flow. We're not just seeing where this goes. We're moving by the Spirit. And so that means that we don't have time to waste time. We don't have time to be making soul ties with people that do not align with our kingdom purpose. You know, the Bible also tells us that we are supposed to love God and love our neighbor as we love ourselves. Love God with all our heart, our mind, and our soul. Love our neighbor as we love ourselves. And so if we love our neighbor as we love ourselves, that means that we're going to respect their body. We're going to respect their mind. We're going to respect their spirit. We're going to honor them. We're going to treat them with love and show them kindness and all the fruits of the Spirit. And so if we're just going with the flow and we're just seeing where this goes and we're not moving intentionally and we're leaving people in limbo, then we're not loving them as we love God or loving them as we love ourselves. We're living by the flesh. And the flesh is selfish. The flesh is not concerned with eternal things. It's only concerned with instant gratification of satisfying what it wants right now. And so I think that we just have to remember, even when it comes to dating, we need to be intentional. We need to be seeking God on how to operate in that arena and not move by our flesh and then try to add God on the back end to bless what we found versus, you know, letting God order our steps to put us in relationships that are fruitful, that He has ordained. So I just wanted to break that down. Remember, the Bible tells us not to be conformed to the pattern of the world, but be transformed by the renewing of our mind. So that means that we have to be transformed daily, even when it comes to dating and relationships.